Stop before it's too late. Because 1, 2, ooh is in the building. I'm your host, 8-Bit Mike, and we are breaking down everything from WWE's Night of Champions 2025. A night of storytelling chaos, surprise debuts, and one shark named Cody Rhodes. Cena did it again. Jade wears the crown. And Solo finally feels like the true heir of the island of relevancy. Let's get into it. And welcome back to 1, 2, ooh. And we are talking Night of Champions. And boy, was this a chaotic show from start to finish, starting with that crowd. They were absolutely on fire from the start of the show, even past the end, when they were chanting for all names, screaming as people were doing interviews, even asking Papa H for WrestleMania. Woo! Calm down now. You know it takes a duffel bag of cash to get that thing. Anyways, let's jump into it. We're starting off with the main event. CM Punk and John Cena. These two, understandably, got some years under the belt, so maybe not as fast as they used to be, but the chemistry is completely undeniable between them. The match was good. I actually enjoyed the build to this one all the way through, and when they got in that ring, it was just magic. But what I like the most about what's happening, and I know a lot of people are unhappy with the John Cena heel turn story, I personally am loving it. They keep giving us these little tidbits, these tiny moments where you think John Cena's coming back. John Cena, the good guy, is back. And it was no different tonight. The moment where he went and got the title belt after delivering multiple AAs to Punk and not being able to get the pin, he goes, grabs his belt, he's going to strike him in the head, and decides not to do it. Match continues. And then, boom, Seth frickin' Rollins head into the ring to cash in. Both Cena and Punk have to go out of their way to stop this from happening. Now, Cena had already knocked down the ref. So, and it wasn't, they did it in a way where it wasn't, bad guy Cena knocking the ref down. It was, Punk moved, Cena nailed the referee and took him out with a pretty vicious shot. And then the match kind of continued, but you have Seth Rollins coming out ready to cash in. The crowd is going nuts. This is unbelievable spot. And I gotta say, man, the intro, like Seth Rollins coming out with all the fire going up, it was fantastic. And they're coming down there, and it's just going to be a beatdown. You got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. CM Punk's kind of holding his own, fighting them off, starts to take a bit of a beating. And then an interesting moment happens where Seth calls out a referee because now he's going to go ahead and pin CM Punk and become the champ. And John Cena blasts this referee about 10 feet out of his shoes to stop it and get to the ring and confront Seth. And there's this awesome moment where now all of a sudden John Cena and CM Punk are on the same side. They're both fighting to keep this a one-on-one match and not allow it to turn into a triple threat match. And there's, Penta comes out, but somebody needs to talk to my boy Penta. Bro, when you're coming down to stop people from taking a beat down, you don't do that slow walk. You run to the ring. I got it. You're new to the show. Watch what Sami Zayn did right when he came out right after you. Sprint straight to the ring, get into the fight. I mean, you're sitting there watching Bronson just beat down on Punk while you slow walk out with that little creepy thing. Come on, bro. Anyways, then you get this moment where CM Punk and Cena are in the ring together and they shake hands and they go in for this hug. And there it is. Heel Cena. He sees Seth, knows he's coming in with the briefcase, lets Punk get struck in the head. Seth hits Punk with the stomp. Cena throws Seth out. 1, 2, 3. That's just how it goes. All right. From the end of the night, we jump straight to the start of the night. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. This match delivered exactly what you would want in an opener, and Cody has done this more than once. These two are too good to have a bad match, right? But the match wasn't really the whole story here. The best parts of this was Randy Orton's build all the way to this match was about how he is going to go that extra mile. He is going to do whatever it takes, even if that means destroying Cody Rhodes, doing something terrible to him, even if he had to punt Cody Rhodes. But when push came to shove, when the moment came up, he hesitated. He hesitated, which allowed Cody to get the upper hand. Very similar to how Kevin Owens hesitated with Cody. He had an injured Cody Rhodes, and he couldn't powerbomb him on the apron. He couldn't pull the trigger. He couldn't go that one extra step to just finish Cody. The crazy part here is when Cody had the same opportunity, my boy took it. Earlier in the match, him and Randy ended up on the top rope and they did a superplex off the top and Randy injured his back. And the very first thing Cody did, attack that back. He went after Randy and was doing everything he could to finish the match. So you see two very different approaches here. And there's this darkness inside of Cody that as much as we don't talk about it, as much as Cody, when he's on the microphone, talks about, his focus on the title and how he's going to lead the ship and right the ship and he's Mr. Good Guy and he's, that guy that we want to be at the head, and there's a darkness in there. And he has shown us signs of it throughout his entire run, from doing a crossroads on a steel chair to win a match and pushing it out of the ring like a heel would, to this moment here. Taking advantage of a situation like that when no one else from his crew has done anything like that, but Cody did. Cody's willing to pull that extra lever to win, and he did it here. But this story keeps getting more and more interesting. The aftermath with Randy kind of looking back at the ring and I think questioning, like, all right, that's not who I am anymore, but look, I'm not winning. I'm not getting where I want to go. Because of that, I think there's going to be a lot more here, and I'm pumped for this road to SummerSlam. Is there any way that Asuka is kind of underrated? The crowd loved her. I couldn't believe the pop she was getting, and rightfully so. Like, Asuka is truly an overall amazing talent. It was no different tonight. Jade Cargill coming out in her Storm outfit, I think she finds a different way to dress like Storm all the time, and she looks awesome doing it. And then Asuka in this like Harley Quinn looking outfit. It was a great match. I was actually surprised how good this was. I don't tend to really like a lot of Jade Cargill's matches. They always seem to be a little clunky to me, but this seemed really good. I think part of the reason was because Asuka was in control so much of the match, and it was just real good all the way through from start to finish. I thought it flowed really well. I thought they both kind of got their work in there. They both looked good, but ultimately it's Jade Cargill coming away with the win here, which 100% is the right call. It makes absolute sense. There's so much story to be told with Naomi, Jade, Tiffy, Nia Jax. There's so many different people that are going to be involved in this. It's going to make for a really fun ride all the way up to SummerSlam, and this win just makes complete sense. Asuka doesn't need the win in the Queen of the Ring in order to keep moving forward, and let's let Jade have it, and let's push this story. Let's see what happens. I'm excited for it. I think it was the right call. Solo Sikoa puts the Samoan werewolf down. That's right. Solo Sikoa beats Jacob Fatu. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I wasn't expecting Hikuleo to show up. That was interesting, but Solo Sikoa goes ahead, pulls out the win here. Well deserved. I mean, Solo has evolved so much over the past 2 years. I'm glad to see them finally right some of the wrongs, let him take this belt, and then also at the end of the day, looking at the group that came out there to help him win, which it took a lot of help. He had JC Mateo come out to the ring. He had the return of Tongaloa. Then you have Hikuleo show up, ultimately leading to him getting the victory with the spike. And now he's in a group that I feel like it makes sense that he's the leader. It feels right. My only thing in this spot is this can't be another crew where he's coming out and just taking L's all the time. They're losing matches all the time, and then they throw beatdowns afterwards. There's got to be something here, and I want to see a little change up to the story, but I'll trust Triple H on this one, and we'll sit back and see what happens. But Solo Sikoa, at the end of the night, saying, if the Samoan Werewolf wants that rematch, all he's got to do is come and apologize. Solo will happily make everything right again. Because guess what? Now Solo's all gas and no brakes. All right, we jump in to our street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. This match was great. I gotta say, I was really surprised with this whole card, because this one I thought, if there's going to be a match that I'm not really into, it'll be this one. And I thought this could have potentially been a squash match for Rhea to come in and just beat down Raquel, and it'll be a quick thing. I thought Raquel looked really good in this match. She was really running it most of the match, just dominating Rhea for a while there. Rhea started to come back and get the upper hand. Roxanne Perez jumps in, stops Rhea from winning the match earlier, which then I started to think, oh, here we go. This is how Rhea's going to get screwed, and we're going to go back down the line of Roxanne looking like Liv Morgan 2.0, but ultimately Rhea's able to eliminate Roxanne, get back in the ring, set up this table on this top rope, and take Raquel. And thanks to the help of the referee holding that table nice and tight, they did some balancing act where did the riptide right off the top and got the 1, 2, 3. It's like they say, mommy's always on top. All right, we're going to jump into the final match that I didn't feel good about this one. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. The one thing that jumped out at me right from the get, Karrion Kross is so over. It's insane right now. I don't know if the right call for him to lose this match to Sami. I just feel like he's got so much going on, and he keeps taking L's. Every time he gets in the ring, it feels like it's a loss. It's very rare that Karrion gets a win, and he's doing such great work. I think that's what bothers me about it. This match was great, and again, I don't hate Sami Zayn or anything like that. Sami was taking a beating most of the fight, and Karrion's trashing him throughout it, and there's a lot of trash talking, and Karrion's going back and forth, but whips him into the corner, screams in his face, goes back, and then takes that haluva kick. 1, 2, 3. And I want to see them really push Karrion Kross. I think he deserves it. I think he's beyond over. And my guy is doing such good work, and his in-ring work is so good. I just felt disappointed when I saw him lose. I really thought he was going to get the win here. They were going to start to push Kross. But I'll take what I can get, because honestly, I'm just happy he was on the card finally. This is the right move. He is a player. He could be a big-time guy for the WWE if they just let him. Just let him be the guy. All right. So what was your favorite match of the night? And do you think Cody is going full-blown heel on us? Drop your predictions for Money in the Bank cash-ins below. We got so many threats of cash-ins this week. It's happening all over the place again. But, as always, subscribe. I appreciate all the subscribers I get and want to thank all of you for checking out the video. But catch me next time on 1, 2, ooh.